EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio. This is Cindy Getz, and it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And I'm so excited. I want you to grab your favorite popcorn or your favorite movie snack, because we are talking movies today. And by the way, my friend Katie turned me on to this. It's called Lesser Evil. It is absolutely yum yum, and it's a wonderful popcorn. It's got Himalayan pink salt. I think she got it because it's pink. Anyway, so good. So grab your movie snacks. We're talking about movies today, and we're talking about the Vero Beach Film Festival. It is their 8th year. I know it's hard to believe. 8th year. It's right around the corner, and you don't want to miss it. Our guest today, one of them is the co-founder of the Film Festival, and the other one is executive director of the Film Festival. We are going to start with someone that I've known for a long time in this community. And my animal actually used to go to their veterinary clinic and love them so much. Susan Keller Horn, alongside her husband, Daryl, they built one of the premier veterinarian practices on the Treasure Coast. After selling the practice, she dedicated her time to giving back, joining several community nonprofits. She is an active member of her church and a proud member of the Circle at the Vero Beach Museum of Art. However, one of her greatest achievements is co-founding the Vero Beach Film Festival. Yay! As not only a co-founder, but also the festival film director, Susan meticulously curates the festival's film selections. It's quite a process. This year alone, she reviewed over, are you ready for this, 450 films. She might be a little tired. We'll have to check in with that. Carefully selecting 65 to share. That's quite a process there. 65 to share with the community, with us right here in Vero Beach. Programming a film festival is a rare and refined art, one that Susan has mastered. Please welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, Susan Keller Horn.
Thank you, Cindy.
Do you need a nap?
Yes.
Right? Wow, that is so impressive. Let me introduce your partner in crime here and your work husband, as you say. But I've known David. Gosh, we go back to this studio.
That's
you
right.
had a podcast here, we decided like 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah. So, David, you have quite the little resume here. You are, of course, executive director of the Vero Beach Film Festival. So you also wear a producer hat, director off Broadway and London's West End. You wear a television hat. We interrupt this week PBS.
Right.
Love PBS. And also Song by Song series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Again on PBS.
Yep, PBS. And then radio. We have a radio dial. We have Capital Radio London, which is radio dramas.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you wear professor hat.
I was.
Yes, an adjunct professor of theater, City University of New York.
Everything in the same week.
And built one of the first digital marketing companies in 1993.
You got it?
Wow.
Yeah. It was quite a time.
I feel like he's a cat. I don't know. 9 lives or something, but I think there's more than 9 here, David.
Also, a lot of years. A lot of
Well,
years.
it was funny. We were talking before we went on air. You're like, okay, I used to look like my mom, but now you were looking at the camera and you're like, oh, I look like my dad now.
No, you didn't share that.
I'm sure they were both very, very attractive, as you are, David. All right. So, David and Susan, I'm so excited. We're going to talk about films. I want to kind of start from the beginning because it is in its 8th year. A lot of people are catching on. A lot of people come to town. They, they come and get the hotels, the motels. They come specifically. It's a destination for them.
Yes.
For those who have never attended, this is who I want to talk to right now because I really want them to go. Cindy and I went last year, was able to kind of get the lay of the land and how it works. So I want people to understand how this works. So first of all, they would go in advance, preferably to buy a ticket online. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So they would go to vbfilmfest.org and they could purchase their passes, and also they could purchase individual events.
Okay, so let's talk about the passes because I thought it was intriguing when I went on that you have different options.
Yes.
Okay. Talk about the different options. Some people I know, I think Cindy and I picked 4. Cindy, was that right? Okay, so we had an option to pick like 4 shows, but then some pick like a weekend pass. I'm not sure what you're calling it. Can you review what the options are?
Do you want to take it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
So first there's the pick 4 that you just discussed.
Okay.
And so that gives you any 4 films or film education opportunities during the weekend. And the films are, they're about an hour and a half blocks most of the time. And then we give a little extra time for Q&A because we have a lot of filmmakers that come into town and you can talk to the filmmakers. They can tell you all about their process and how they made their film. You can ask questions about their film, but that would get you into 4 films. Then our next level is the Cinema Pass. And the Cinema Pass gets you into any film throughout the whole weekend or any film panel or any of the film education opportunities. And then after that, we have the Cinema Select Pass. That gets you into almost everything. That gets you into every film, every party except for the cocktail party and the opening, the pre-festival dinner party. That which is over at Grand Harbor on Monday before the festival starts. And then you just get to pick and choose. So if you pick the pick 4, it's actually our only shareable pass. It's the pass that you can go, 2 people can go to 2 films, or one person can go, 4 people can go to 4 films, 1 person go to all of them. And if you feel like you need to buy more pick 4s, you can buy them during the festival. If you feel, I need to go to more films. And I'm telling you, we have great films this year.
The one pass that you actually missed.
Oh, which one?
Was the premiere.
Oh, that's right. That's
the Premier Pass.
Yes, the Premier Pass.
Which is interesting because this is the type of pass that if we do it, you can do it. So it's every party, every dinner.
Is that a first time?
No, we've always had the Premier Pass. And it's for someone who really wants to enjoy the entire day and night experience of the film festival.
My friend Joe, you might know him, but he's so into the entire weekend and he so looks forward. Like he has friends come into town and I mean, he wants the, from nuts to the dessert situation, So, so gosh, so we have like 5 options. I didn't count, but at least four options. Okay. So first of all, I want to ask you, because you were talking about, people can actually talk to some of the directors or the producers after the show. Is that unique to this film festival? Because I love that aspect.
So some festivals, that's a big deal. And other festivals, there's not. We sort of bribe our filmmakers. We offer them home hosting, where we have people in the community who will take filmmakers into their home, and that way they're able to it's more affordable for them to make it here, so we're able to share them with the festival.
Oh, very good, Susan. I love that. So that was definitely a highlight for me last year, was being able to, after watching the film that was premiered, to actually, hear from the person that, created it. That was so exciting.
They also, filmmakers are interesting, because they're interested in you, in the audience.
Yeah.
So part of it is the audience is interested in the filmmaker because the filmmaker could tell the audience how they came to their story, what drove them to the story. But more interestingly, you'll talk to filmmakers, and what they really love is asking you what you thought, or do you have any questions?
And even getting reactions.
That's right.
Right? Looking for those reactions during the film. Yes.
Because, people don't realize, for most filmmakers, the festival circuit is the place where their films are seen. So they may not have a distribution channel, But if they take it to 5 or 10 festivals, they'll have audiences equivalent to going to a theater, a legitimate movie theater.
I love that.
So,
I want to ask you about locations. That was a little bit confusing until I actually participated. So there's, last year there were 4 or 5 venues. Can you share where these locations are that they can see these films?
Sure. We have 2 screens at the Theater Guild. So one's at the main stage and one's at the Black Box. And then we have Community Church, which has this fabulous screen. It's in their community hall. And then our other screen would be at Majestic Theater. And at any given time, there's 3 or 4 films running, and you have to choose which ones you want to see. And we have a schedule online. It's all up there. You can go to vbfilmfest.org, and you can see when the films are showing. You can read descriptions of the films. If a film has a trailer, you can see the trailer of that film. So you get an idea of what the films are all about. And when we show 65 films, it's because we have a lot of different categories. So there's narrative features, which are feature-length films. They're the more fictionalized stories. We have documentary features, also feature-length films. So they're running an hour, hour and a half, sometimes a little longer. We also have many different shorts categories. We have comedy shorts, which are a lot of fun. They're funny. Some are laugh out loud, some are cute, some are dark humor, but it's a fun category. It's probably one of our most popular ones. We also have dramatic shorts, which are once again narrative little stories, but they're small stories. So maybe 5 to 7 films will show at a time. Then we also have, after documentary shorts, remember we have Vero Visions. Vero Visions is our local filmmakers. It's one of my
favorites.
Oh, it's awesome. And it's awesome. Also one of our very popular categories. Local filmmakers. So they'll be from Vero Beach. They'll be from Indian River County. They'll be from the Treasure Coast. They'll be from Brevard County. But we keep it close to home. So all these filmmakers have an opportunity to show their films where they live. And they're amazing. They're really great. And then we also have the student shorts. It's called Next Up Student Shorts. And we have high school and below, and then we have university level. And they're all shown together in one grouping, and they're incredibly talented. It's amazing what students can do. And we're really excited about the student shorts as well.
Wow, it's so inclusive. I love that.
It is.
I love that. I want to talk before, we've only got about a few minutes before we go to break, but I did notice that one of the must-sees on your website was Lights, Camera, Friendship on the Spectrum docuseries. Can you guys just tell us why that's such a must-see?
Oh, it's really amazing. It's about kids with autism, so kids on the spectrum, and actually young adults on the spectrum. And it just talks about their lives and how they experience things. And what's really unique is that we're in the process of putting together a panel to discuss that afterwards. So we're going to have, I can't remember the name of Tina's agency.
ARC?
Well, ARC is part of it, but that's not her agency. We have several agencies that are going to be coming to talk. Some of the stars of the film will be in the panel, and we're really excited about it.
It's produced by Joey Travolta.
Okay.
Who brought this. And this is actually one of a series of 10 that he's done all over the country. And each one specializes in a certain aspect of autism. In this case, it's love, friendship. So this one is particularly exciting for us.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I'm going to ask you real fast because we only have a few minutes, and I know probably all 65 films are your babies, and you probably love them all. So this is a very hard question. But if you could just, you and David both, pop in your head kind of the ones you're excited or just, people must-sees. And again, a shout out to all of you guys. I'm sure they're all amazing, but we don't have time for 65. So can you run through some ones that are popping out in your head?
So the Pantone guy, a lot of fun. It's about the guy who developed the Pantone color system. He lives in West Palm Beach. He's 96 years old, and he's a crackerjack. He's just hysterically funny.
We're going to see that,
interesting.
Cindy.
So Pantone guy, Capturing Kennedy. It's about President Kennedy's personal photographer and his life. And also shows amazing photos of the Kennedy family. It's an incredible film.
Okay.
I love
the book of photos I've had since 1964. I've had these photos.
Yes, and this film shows almost all these photos that he has in his book.
Oh my goodness!
Then on the narrative features, Lena and Vladimir. It's fantasy. It's fantasy, but it's also action. It's a little rough at times, but it's really beautiful. It's one of the few films we have that has subtitles, but it's really unique. And I find it, I love it. On the short side, I love all the shorts. It's really hard to tell you on the shorts, but like we divide some of the shorts. So we have dramatic shorts that are in two categories. I have one category called Moments, and that's going to be more of the sweeter, nicer kind of films. The other one is called Adrenaline, and that's going to be the mysteries, the spy stories, the action. On the documentaries, I have Bits and Pieces. That's just lots of unique stories. One is Edel Rodriguez, Freedom is a Verb, and he is a political artist, and it's all, it's very unique. That's one of the films in that section. Then we have environmental shorts that we call Earth's Tapestry. It's a series of those.
Only 58 more to go. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I know they are famous. Well, David, are there any that stick out to you before we go to break?
Well, she mentioned Capturing Kennedy and Pantone Guy, and both of them are sort of personal to me. The Pantone Guy was because we had Pantone as our client, as a marketing agency.
Oh, my gosh.
And color changes every year were important to us. So we used to change the color of our brand every year to match the Pantone colors.
Look at you.
So something that always
way ahead of your trend.
Right. And Capturing Kennedy only because I had invited the Kennedys to my bar mitzvah. And I got a letter back from them saying they couldn't attend, right? But a year later, my mother and father, knowing I had a fascination, bought me in 1964 my first big tabletop book. And it was all these pictures.
Oh, my goodness.
That are in the film.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Well, I was in love with JFK Jr., so I'm with you on this whole, love for the
Could have introduced you. His office was next door to ours.
We forgot about everything's kosher.
Good, right, David? Sorry.
I'm sorry. You would look good. There's a film, Everything's Kosher, and it's about this guy who ends up having to move to Germany because he has a child with a woman who he breaks up with, but she lives in Germany. So he's like, what am I going to do here? So he decides to set up a pop-up Jewish deli. It's hysterical. It is very fun. It's fun.
Shoot, I might just have to get the premiere package.
And then there's oh my, you are, because
She can go on all day, by the way.
There's Omaha, the Vapor Bag Plan. There's some really great films, and then the shorts, like I said, are just amazing.
All right,
it's one of the best lineups.
Cindy, so we're just going to have to do the whole weekend. Yeah, we're going to be one of those camp out kind of people. You do. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to have to go to break, but tell us again, you guys, the date so that they can make sure. I know there's only so many days left. So what's the date of the festival?
April 10th through 13th.
Yes. And vbfilmfest.org is where you get your passes.
All right. And I am definitely seeing the Kennedy, what was it called again? Capturing Kennedy, which I wanted to do so bad. Anyway, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Coffee and bottled water service, and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Get stoked, bro. It's the Downtown Beach Bash presented by GHO Homes. Catch the wave of fun and ride it all the way to downtown Vero Beach with live music by Riptide, plus kids games, beer, food trucks, and prizes. We're not hanging 10, bro. We're hanging from 6 to 9 p.m. Admission is free. Sponsored by GHO Homes, Sandpiper Pest Control, and Millennium Cremation Service. The Downtown Beach Bash, a Main Street Vero Beach event. Friday, March 28th, 6 p.m. Downtown Vero Beach.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Polywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. Well, it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And definitely David and Susan with the Vero Film Festival are doing it. And we're so excited. It's right around the corner, you guys. You got to get your tickets. We want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always making sure that we are on air and able to share wonderful people like Susan and David with you. So Dale Sorensen Real Estate, thank you so much. Whether you're buying or selling a home, definitely reach out to them. They can take care of you. We also want to thank Varietals and More. They always make sure that we have lovely beverages for our guests, and they are a huge part of the film festival. So Varietals and More, Michelle and Rob, thank you so much for always making our guests feel right at home here with your lovely wines and all your treats. I'm going to wrap it up. We're talking about the film festival right around the corner. We're talking about April 10 through 13. I'm here with Susan Keller-Horn and David Yakir. You guys, it takes a village. I do know that. And to create something so big, your 8th annual, who are some of the partners that you have that you're working with to make all of this happen? And David, I know you said you have something new that is part of the festival as well. Talk to us about that.
So we started a new initiative as the film festival has grown. We realized it was time to do even more for the community. So we established a new initiative called Film Vero. And the idea behind Film Vero is to see what can we give back. And two of the things that we think we could give back is, one is our partnership that we created with Charter High School, which we worked with them to develop a new film program, not so much for students to get into film, but film teaches them a lot about leadership and partnerships and work ethics. The other thing we like to do is partner with some of the other nonprofits, because film is one of the few media that can really bring attention to other organizations. So we've just begun this year, and we have plans to really grow it over the next couple of years.
Wow, that is so exciting. Susan, are there any others that are part of this big party, film festival party? I know you've got dinners and wine tasting. Right. Talk to us about that.
So we have the wine tasting that's brought to us with Varietals and More. That's on Friday night. It's a fabulous, fabulous party. It's hard for me to say everybody. We just started a relationship with Indian River Distillery. We're going to have our after hours. People can hang out at our after hours. And if you're wearing a film festival badge, they'll give you 10% off. Ooh. So that'll be a lot of fun. David, think of some others of our partners. We have lots of them. We have Shambo and Shambo of Merrill Lynch. We have
Angela Volkers is a big sponsor of ours.
Yes.
Of course, Vero Beach Magazine has been really good to us in promoting us. Yeah, it's hard to do the rundown.
I know,
and I feel guilty about it.
All right. Well, if they go onto the website, they can see probably everyone that is a part of this, vbfilmfest.org. Yep. And I want to tell you, when you sign up, you'll get a badge. Is that right?
Yes.
And then I think there's a barcode. Is that how you kept up with everybody going to 1, 2, 3, 4?
It's a QR code.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the QR code goes on your badge. So you pick up your badge the week before the festival or during the festival, and the QR code will be placed on your badge, and that's what you wear through the weekend. And we're working with other people discussing potential other discounts if you're wearing your badge as well. So.
Okay. So it's kind of like a race, you guys. You know, I'm a runner. You go, you pick up your pre-race bag and it has your number. You're going to get a badge. They're going to zap it. So anyway, love your schedule, by the way. You're always so good with your details. Cindy and I would go through it. We knew exactly what we wanted to see. We planned ahead. Cindy planned ahead. We were like, okay, we'll go here, we'll go there. So well organized. Really looking forward to this, Susan and David. I can't wait. Can't wait to see my Kennedy movie. Oh my gosh. You guys, we will see you there April 10 through 13. Get your tickets, vbfilmfest.org. Susan, David, thank you so much. We'll see you there.
See you at the movies.
See you at the movies.